all about review, unless you have not had my class before, in which case you will be learning a bit of a new concept. So let's just jump right in today. This week we are going to review / learn, if you haven't had my class before, a concept known as TT and TA, or quarter notes and eighth notes, or note values. So I just want to make sure that we get these note values down. This is definitely going to be super easy for you guys. We are going to be looking at a spooky themed little rhyme called Miss White. So I'm going to share my screen with y'all, and it'll be voiceover Miss Tony from this point forward.
Miss White had a fright in the middle of the night. Saw a ghost eating toast halfway up the lamp post. Next, we'll tap the way the words go, or the rhythm, as we read the next slide. 1, 2, ready. Miss White had a fright in the middle of the night. Saw a ghost eating toast halfway up the lamp post. Nice job. When there is one sound on the beat, it is called ta. The rhythm syllable looks like this. So in the music room, I write ta as a line. But if we are reading music and putting it on the staff, you need a note head. That tells you which note it is meant to be on the staff. Anyway, when there are two sounds on one beat, it is called TT. The rhythm syllable looks like this, and again, I usually write it like this, or with two note heads. If we read the first line of Miss White on tas and TTs, it would go like this. Ta, ta, TT, ta. Can you say that after me? 1, 2, here you go. Good. The second line of Miss White on tas and TTs would go like this. TT, 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 ta. 1, 2, here you go. Good. The third line of Miss White on tas and TTs would go like this. TT, ta, TT, ta. 1, 2, here you go. The final line of Miss White would go like this. TT, TT, ta, ta. 1, 2, here you go. Let's put them all together now. We are going to read the rhythm, so make sure you're reading it on TT and ta, not the words. 1, 2, here we go. Ta, ta, TT, ta, TT, 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 ta, TT, ta, TT, ta, TT, TT, ta, ta. I noticed that every line has a different pattern. This time, it's just going to be you. 1, 2, here you go. Can you do what I just did? Can you just clap without the syllables? Let's try it. 1, 2, here we go.
Awesome. Okay, so now that we have reviewed a bit of rhythm, there's another part to reading music, right? It's the notes. It's reading them on the music staff. So we're going to review our hand staff again today. So last week we were talking about big bass drum and putting it on the staff. To refresh our memory, if me is on a line, then so is on the line above. They work together. If me is on a space, so is on the space above. They work together. If you are reading music already, this is the interval of a third. Here or here. Anyway, for our purposes, we are going to put me right here and so right here. So on C and E on the spaces. 1, 2, starting on so me, 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 so, me. So, me, so, me. Here I come with my big bass drum. Hear me play with the rum-tum-tum. Easy, easy, easy. So I'm gonna make it a little harder for you. We get to learn a new song this week. It is called The Mill House. It is short and easy. It's a little song about a corn mill and how cornmeal is made. It goes like this. Round and round the wheel goes round. As it turns, the corn is ground. That's it. Round and round the wheel goes round. As it turns, the corn is ground. Let's take a closer look at this song so that we can see what we're trying to derive from it.
Let's look at it on the staff. Round and round the wheel goes round. As it turns, the corn is ground. So if I were to go back, I would hope that you notice that this makes sense. This one is in a space, this one is in a space. That's me and so, they work together. What is this one? A new note has moved in on Melody Street. The new note's name is La. Here is the hand sign. So when I am describing the hand sign, it looks like you are holding a potato and then you flipped your hand over and dropped it on the floor. We call it the La claw. La is a step higher than so. So remember how we talked about the fact that me and so are intervals of a third? So there is essentially a house for sale in between them. Well, so and La are next door neighbors. There is no space in between them. So let's sing the song on solfa with the new note La. So we're singing so, la, mi, right? 1, 2, ready. So, la, so, mi, so, la, so. So, la, so, mi, so, la, so. Here are the staff placement rules for La. If so is on a space, then La is on the line above it. That's it. They're right next door. So, La. If so is on a line, then La is in the space above it, right next door. This time, sing the song on solfa from the staff. Notice the placement of La on the line above so.
Great job, you guys. I hope that that is making some sense to you. We will keep practicing it. Last thing that we have for today is we are going to jump back into our song from last week, Great Big House in New Orleans. So just to refresh your memory, it goes like this. Great big house in New Orleans, 40 stories high. Every room that I've been in is filled with pumpkin pie. Went down to the old mill stream to fetch a pail of water. Put one arm around my wife, the other around my daughter. Fare thee well, my darling girl, fare thee well, my daughter. Fare thee well, my darling girl, with golden slippers on her. Nicely done. This time, while I sing, if you know the words, try to sing with me. But your main challenge is try to clap my heartbeat. Clap the heartbeat of the song. I'll give you one to start off. Ready? 1, 2, ready. Great big house in New Orleans, 40 stories high. Every room that I've been in is filled with pumpkin pie. Went down to the old mill stream to fetch a pail of water. Put one arm around my wife, the other around my daughter. Fare thee well, my darling girl, fare thee well, my daughter. Fare thee well, my darling girl, with golden slippers on her. How did you do? I bet that was super easy for you. Here's the tricky part. This time, just like we did for Rocky Mountain, you are going to find the strong and the weak heartbeat of Great Big House in New Orleans. I'm going to try to lead you with my voice, but I want you to try to find it for yourself first. Great big house in New Orleans, 40 stories high. Every room that I've been in is filled with pumpkin pie. Went down to the old mill stream to fetch a pail of water. Put one arm around my wife, the other around my daughter. Fare thee well, my darling girl, fare thee well, my daughter. Fare thee well, my darling girl, with golden slippers on her. Did you find it? It is the same as Rocky Mountain. It should be great big house in New Orleans, 40 stories high. Every room that I've been in is filled with pumpkin pie. Went down to the old mill stream to fetch a pail of water. Put one arm around my wife, the other around my daughter. Fare thee well, my darling girl, fare thee well, my daughter. Fare thee well, my darling girl, with golden slippers on her. So we should have a repeating pattern of 2 beats. Strong, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak, right? As musicians, we say that this song is in 2/4, meaning it's 2 beats per measure and a quarter note or a ta gets 1 beat. The important part that you have to know right now is that there's 2 beats per measure. Just like we did with Rocky Mountain, we are going to conduct this song as well. So get out your conductor wand. Remember, the pattern goes strong, weak, strong, weak, strong, weak. You see how I'm emphasizing the downbeat? Strong, weak, strong, weak. Follow me. Strong, weak. Great big house in New Orleans, 40 stories high. Every room that I've been in is filled with pumpkin pie. Went down to the old mill stream to fetch a pail of water. Put one arm around my wife, the other around my daughter. Fare thee well, my darling girl, fare thee well, my daughter. Fare thee well, my darling girl, with golden slippers on her. Great job, musicians. Wow. I hope that makes sense to you. We will be looking at more songs in 2/4, and we'll also be looking at songs in other time signatures too. But for now, I can't believe it. Actually, I can, because you guys have been doing a lot of work today already, and your brains must be tired. So I can't believe it's already time for me to say it, but so long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. It's been great to play and sing together, but now it's time to say goodbye. So long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again.